Crusader versus Arrock Fire, actually. That apparently went all the way to the ace match, so curious to see how that went. Exclamation mark Patreon will give you some instructions of how to get those replays as we jump into our first semifinals here of the evening. Here in the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our red Terran player coming out from the land of Korea. He, of course, is going to be representing Prep Esports as well as all of the Terran players watching and who has played in this tournament, as he is the last one remaining. He is HonMonO.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Cosmic Sapphire, we have the Ukrainian Protoss player himself representing Hot-Headed Gaming. HHG. It is NightPhoenix.
For a split second, in that millisecond pause you took between Night and Phoenix, my brain did one of those things that phones do, predictive text things. Yes. I was like, yes, Nightmare.
Maybe it's nightmares, maybe it's his flesh and blood, it's very possible. We don't know. How old is Nightmare, by the way?
I think Nightmare's like 26 or something like that. Yeah. No, he can't be that young. Hold on.
Oh my god.
He was 26 years ago.
I think he's relatively young, but maybe NightPhoenix is harnessing the power of Nightmare right now. Nightmare has been a Sparkling Tuna Cup champion in the past, so maybe NightPhoenix is looking to do the same. Going up against HonMonO, he was locked out. HonMonO did prioritize the wall at his ramp, so the probe scout wasn't able to see what HonMonO was doing behind that racks.
Yeah, which is actually going to be a very... Wait. No, yeah, this is fine. A very safe second base coming up here. Mm-hmm. I'm so used to seeing low ground naturals being taken by Terran players that I just kind of assumed that HonMonO already took it. Yeah, and it was getting a third CC.
I have to wonder if NightPhoenix knows who HonMonO is, because HonMonO has a reputation, and against players who are familiar with him, going for a very safe, very far back natural like this, it's all about mind games. It's all about tricking your opponent and making them believe you're proxying or you're being hyper aggressive. But if NightPhoenix isn't familiar with him, then it could just go over his head,
Yeah, what's the reaction going to be, though?
Yeah, I mean
that yeah, that's as much of an indication of how the game's gonna go as hiding it will be.
Yeah, as it looks like the Marines are going to get a bit of a surround here from the Adept. I love that 3 of them were hidden here at the natural base. It looks like we're good enough stutter stepping. There we go. The Phoenix is going to go down. NightPhoenix, for all he knows, he's up against a 1 base all in. But despite that, he's crazy and he's opening up Phoenix first, which is usually more of a greedy thing to do. More of a kind of, you're investing into the mid game right now. You're not looking to deal damage. Like, Phoenixes early on aren't what you want against 1 base all ins. So he's taking a bit of a risk, and it's kind of paying off.
He's living up to his name here. He could have haluked the Phoenix, the scout across the map, but he stuck to his guns, made an actual Phoenix, and is continuing to make more Phoenixes behind us. 2-on-1, by the way, is what HonMonO has decided to go for.
Yeah, and now NightPhoenix, he confirms the timing of the natural base. He sees the production on the way as well, knows that it's no like 3 racks or any kind of big all-in. He knows that obviously there's going to be bioaggression coming soon, TM, but he has plenty of time to prepare for it, to get a couple of gateways up, even expand and take a 3rd.
Like so. He trusted his gut, and his gut told him correct. He could afford to be a little bit more greedy this game.
Exactly, and now the Phoenixes are going to have map control. They're going to be able to pick off a couple of units. There are no energy bays, so HonMonO is going to be relying on his positioning, on his Marines. Can he catch these Phoenixes?
Almost. He almost did.
Oh, this is so
But
ballsy.
instead he's gonna... Yeah, with all those Phoenixes out, HonMonO still decides to go for the drop. Massive respect.
He's crazy. The Phoenixes, they miss the drop. They go in and they should recognize, hold on, where are all those Marines? They must be somewhere. Well, they're across the map.
Yeah, looking to try to get a cancel on this third base. No! He dives straight for the main.
Straight for the main base. The robotics bay just finishes up, and it looks like it's a little bit vulnerable. He goes to the pylon.
Yeah, I like it. Gonna be canceling that pretty much entirely. These Marines are actually almost doing a lot. Fortunately, there wasn't much target firing there towards the end, but he is still able to get a couple more probes for his trouble. Is able to delay research on that Robo Bay.
Yeah, he's able to delay extended thermal lance. We have the first Colossus on the way, but he's supply blocked because of the death of the pylons. So again, HonMonO doing so much with so little despite the opener. Looks like one of the medevacs is trying to escape, but can he catch it?
I mean, they're in the same trajectory.
What? He misses
it!
Oh my god.
I can't believe it. That medevac has a new lease on life.
Yeah, the medevac is going back into the field, mate, because HonMonO is pushing out across the map. Oh my god, he's pulling the boys!
You'll love to see it. I was hoping the boys might act as a bit of a distraction here for NightPhoenix, but thankfully NightPhoenix is undeterred. He's just going full on through. And at this point, there's only one vanilla Colossus for NightPhoenix to defend all of this with. Oh, this is smart.
I mean, this is the ideal situation here for HonMonO. We have the overcharge, but the shield battery goes down immediately. We have a second tank. They actually get unsieged here again. HonMonO has to be very careful with how he progresses with this. The Colossus is coming forward.
Yeah, of course, the Phoenixes provide a lot of crowd control and takes out the backbone of this army. The Colossus is so low. Can it stay alive? Can it stay alive? It stays barely alive, despite a complete lack of shield batteries. One more second out of place, and that Colossus would have gone down.
Yeah.
Now NightPhoenix has he's still gonna lose a third, but
I mean, the third is gonna go down, but he doesn't care because HonMonO pulled the boys. HonMonO is all in right now. He has to end the game. No second Colossus, and Immortal is on the way instead.
That's a pretty interesting choice, but I guess he has recognized that the tanks are the major threat right now. The Marines they're kind of fluff.
Yeah, exactly. The Marines don't pose as much of a threat. We see the unsiege. Here we go. NightPhoenix, he goes in.
Ooh, it was very well timed. Extended thermal lance did finish up.
Wow.
Every single tank got picked up, and this Colossus was able to get quite a number of volleys in. HonMonO, his aggression has just stopped in its tracks.
Yeah, exactly. And now he has to go back home, lick his wounds. He has a third CC on the way, but again, his worker count is in shambles right now. I do think that first unsiege of that first tank was a mistake. I don't think it was intentional because he re-sieged it immediately after that. So he missed out on a couple of volleys. There's a world where maybe that one tank volley could have been enough to kill that Colossus. But alas,
it absolutely would have been enough. Yeah, looking at the numbers. If it got the volley off.
Meanwhile, NightPhoenix, he immediately goes for a counterattack. He doesn't want to allow HonMonO to breathe. He doesn't want that worker count to be able to get established once again. He can't find a way in yet, but he's looking for it.
Yeah, Phoenix once again lifts up the tanks. And what are Marines going to do against Thermal Lance Colossus? If only that was one more tank volley, man. If only.
If only. The third base is forced to be lifted up. We only have a single tank here to defend, and one tank is not going to be enough. The boys are pulled, but the Nova goes off.
Not that many boys do go down, but still, the zoning potential on that one Nova was huge here for NightPhoenix. Vikings come in, but they're not able to kill the Colossus just yet.
Yeah, exactly. And now the natural base is under threat. We do have another tank coming out, and with this, HonMonO is going to be able to force NightPhoenix back. But again, any workers that he's losing, he just can't afford to lose. As that disruptor count is just getting higher and higher. Another Nova goes off, does connect on that one tank. And behind this, NightPhoenix, he double expands.
Yeah, may as well. May as well. He didn't lose anywhere near as many probes earlier on. And with the fourth Nexus, I mean, he not only remade what he lost, he is so far ahead, it's not even funny.
Exactly. HonMonO from here, I imagine, is going to have to pull the boys again if he wants to go for another follow-up push. But I'm a little bit shocked because he's actually working on an NG base. So it looks like he's thinking about upgrades. He scans, he sees the third base. He sees a base, I should say. He doesn't realize that there was another base that was taken.
Yeah.
Oh, can he snipe the Colossus?
Something important to keep in mind. He's trying to go for the Phoenixes, which can't really blame him for. I mean, that crowd control potential can essentially make or break an engagement. It's the interference matrix of Protoss.
Pretty much, like, it can do, Phoenixes can do so much. There are only 2 Phoenixes remaining, and again, the Vikings are doing a great job at zoning them away. HonMonO is defending on 2 bases, but it's all about, can he get his third up and running? His CC has been here for a while. He's been muling quite well, but he needs to land it somewhere on location.
Maybe the gold.
maybe.
He can sneak it around, yeah. I don't think he can, but he's gonna try. I like that he is using the CC for a little bit of vision here. Disruptor gets taken out. That's a really important pickoff. 1 Colossus goes down, and it's not really that much at threatening the Vikings at the moment, but the Phoenixes turn around. The Stalkers get a lot of good shots off. GG, NightPhoenix takes game number 1.
GG, well played. I appreciate the build there from HonMonO. It almost worked. It barely almost worked, especially with the supply blocks that were happening, with the drop that had managed to deal a surprising amount of damage. I was hoping that maybe he could pull it off, but in the end, barely wasn't enough. And NightPhoenix does take the first game, but already, yo, HonMonO, he's not missing a beat. He is already diving into game number 2.
He's eager. He knows what he wants to go for.
He's keen.
He may be. We don't know.
Maybe.
He may be.
Boy, here we go. Meanwhile, I did just get a couple of updates. It looks like Demi did in fact take down Vavin. So another ZVZ is going on off stream, unfortunately. Demi did message me earlier. He's like, Papi, come cast. And I'm like, we have our semis that we have to cover instead. So they are duking it out at the moment.
Yeah, well, the good news is that the winner of that immediately has a semifinals opponent in Cristiano. So, yeah, we got that ZVP to look forward to. Soon TM as we continue our best of 3 series now on Data Under the Sea. In the top right-hand corner of the map, running all the way in the top right-hand corner, we of course have our red Terran player coming out from the land of Korea. He, of course, is going to be representing Prep Esports, not Preparatory, just Prep. He is HonMonO.
And this morning, in the bottom left-hand corner of Data Under the Sea, we have the Ukrainian Protoss player himself representing Hot-Headed Gaming. HHG. It is NightPhoenix. And once again, HonMonO is fully walling off at the natural, but with something a little bit different behind it this time.
Yep, that is a second, and that is a third Rax on the way right now for HonMonO. I do not see a single CC light. This is supply depot actually. It's
my
low on health.
Yeah, so I was a little bit afraid there. The probe doing a surprising amount of damage, tasing away at the SCV. He wants to get in. He wants to see what the hell is going on, but he will be denied entry, and NightPhoenix doesn't know. Is it a CC or is it more Raxus? Oh my god!
It's a lot more Raxus.
It's 4 Raxus. He's crazy.
Dude. He doesn't even need add-ons at this point, although he would probably get them still.
Mate, he's totally gonna pull the boys with this, right?
Oh, he's gotta.
I was reminded last game when he did it that HonMonO is the reason why you got on like a pull the boys binge where every single like Terran player you just wanted to pull the boy. You wanted to relive your memories with HonMonO, and here he is. He's doing it for you, Papi. He's doing it.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was HonMonO that did that. So yes, I'm loving HonMonO. I love you, HonMonO. Because he always gives the viewers what they want to see.
Yeah, they just want to see boys in action, you know?
Yeah. We want to see some boy-on-boy action going on here.
Let's go. We do have a handful of Marines moving out here just to make sure if there's anything looking to scout, he can catch it, like this Adept. Oh my god, the timing!
Ooh. immediately starts shooting at it once it comes off of Shade.
Oh. Yeah.
But this is a little bit of a tell here for NightPhoenix. This isn't.
Here we go. The boys are being pulled. The Marines are on the way. A handful of workers are left behind just to mine a handful more minerals, just to produce more Marines. But here we go. This still has not been scouted, by the way. NightPhoenix does have a safety shield battery on the way, but only 2 adepts. And once again, the Madman is going for Phoenixes. Phoenixes aren't going to help.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Lift every boy? You can't lift every boy.
You can't lift every boy. Can't do it. They're boys. They can't be lifted.
Yeah, not all of them anyway.
Exactly, and here we go. The Marines reveal themselves. The Phoenixes are coming on out. Already the Adepts go down. There's only a single Stalker, and now the Stalker's dead.
Immediately, we get a GG being called. The boys did it. We are going to our ace match.
GG, well played. And NightPhoenix so greedy with his response 2 games in a row. He wasn't punished for it in the first game going for Phoenixes, but here in game 2 he was. HonMonO just beautifully executing his build. His 4-axe all in.
I feel at peace now. Like I feel like I can, yeah. Feel like I can continue with no regrets.
There you go. In Korea?
Not no regret, because you know he coaches Zerg, not Terran. But I'm glad at what we just witnessed here.
I'm glad as well we were able to bear witness to that disgusting cheese there from our Korean Terran, and we'll see what he has in store for us in game number 3 as we load into the ace match.
Let's go! As we conclude our first semifinals, can't believe we're already concluding one of our semifinals, but that's what happens when you pull the boys. In Tropical Scarface, not LE, not ESL, but at least game hard. In the bottom left-hand corner map, spotting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, we of course have our red Terran player coming out from the land of Korea. He, of course, is going to be representing Prep Esports. He is HonMonO.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice, we have the Ukrainian Protoss player himself representing Hot-Headed Gaming. HHG. It is NightPhoenix.
Has been on fire today.
He has, and now HonMonO is going for a very different opener, actually not worrying at all about walling off.
Yeah, is he just gonna play standard? I mean, he still wants NightPhoenix to overreact a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why he is getting a little bit of a pseudo proxy.
Will NightPhoenix check the right-hand side of the base because HonMonO wants to make it look as if he's proxying right now?
But he's not.
Oh boy, NightPhoenix, he confirms the Rax is missing. He confirms his own, that 2 gases have been taken. And yeah, he's taking the bait. He's looking for proxies.
Oh, this is good for HonMonO.
Oh yeah, but the Marine shows up here in the main, and now with that HonMonO reveals that, okay, the Rax is at home. It's okay.
He just bumps its head against the probe a little bit and say, hey!
Get out of
I'm here. I'm real.
So HonMonO, you know, now he knows that, okay, everything is normal. The Rax is at home. It was just on the right-hand side. But we are going for a 1-1-1 opener. HonMonO is delaying his CC.
Interesting. So, yeah, not even a Marine expand, not anything like that. He is swapping his add-ons around to go for Widow Mines. Is he going to get an armory?
Oh
was
my.
it Quanta that we saw do something similar to this?
It was Quanta. Quanta did go for mine drops with armories, so we'll see if they have been in touch with each other, because we are going to be seeing a Widow Mine drop opener here from HonMonO. NightPhoenix, is he crazy enough to go for Phoenix first?
He may, and if he goes to Phoenix first, he won't have an Oracle.
Won't have an Oracle, but there's a chance that he may run into the medevac and shut things down before things get too out of control. We'll see. First Adept is going to go off the red bar.
Ooh.
Widowmine reveals itself.
Mind revealed, yeah. And we do have confirmation. That is an army being thrown out for a HonMonO. That is a Phoenix being produced by NightPhoenix right now. We'll see how committed he's going to be. If he just continually gets nothing but Phoenixes right now, then he's going to have some very quick fingers.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Phoenixes are a great way to shut down the drop itself, the medevac, I should say, but there are just so many Widow Mines and Phoenixes can't lift them all up. On top of that, we need Oracles, we need detection here. Otherwise, this is just never going to be dealt with. The Phoenix misses the medevac.
Yeah, thankfully, you do have a robo facility on the way, but that's still going to take some time. Mines do get borrowed, and that is why you get an armory. Okay, this should be fast enough.
No!
Reaction!
There we go. 4 Widowmine shots go off, but only 5 probe kills, but we still don't have any detection. Where is the Oracle? Where is the Observer? We do have a robo on the way. There we go. The Oracle only just now started, but these Widowmines, they're going to get second shots off, and we have another medevac coming out across the map.
Funnily enough, I think in the main base, yeah, there's no reaction, there's no reaction, there's no reaction. Now there's a reaction, but it's no, they punched it. Ah, the folks bunch themselves up. I don't know whether that was a cry of joy or pain light, even as a Widowmine connoisseur myself. I saw it so clearly, and I let myself believe that there was still time for NightPhoenix to split that, but there wasn't in the end. And with that, NightPhoenix didn't even have to play, or rather, HonMonO didn't even have to play out a mid game or any kind of engagement with that. He just went in and mind dropped his opponent into submission like the good old days of TvP. But that was kind of painful, man. I mean, NightPhoenix, he knew what was coming. He was reacting to what was coming. Yeah. But he was just a second too late.
It's one of those things where, first, I thought you were going to say HonMonO, he didn't even have to pull the boys that game. He
didn't even have to pull the boys that game. Well, he didn't have to pull the boys because NightPhoenix pulled the boys.
Yeah, NightPhoenix, he was pulling the boys instead. GG. Unfortunately, NightPhoenix was playing in the dark. He did see the Widowmine opener, so he knew that he knew that a drop was coming, but he didn't know about the armory, so he didn't know how committed this Widowmine drop opener was going to be. On top of that, he did make the choice to go for a Phoenix, and the goal there was to try and catch the medevac. If he catches the medevac, if he isn't able to do that, maybe even pick up the mines before they burrow as well. But the Phoenixes were completely out of position, and because of that, we saw that detection was that much later as well. There were mines all over the place. That was only with 4 mines, by the way. There were 4 more mines just about to hit his bases as well.
He didn't even need them.
He didn't even need them.
I guess that is one of those play styles where if you get away with it, then you just shut down everything that your opponent has done. You get into the mid game with a massive, massive advantage, but everything has to go right in order for you to get away with that. You have to play it out just about perfectly, otherwise you get HonMonO'd.
You get HonMonO. GG, well played, HonMonO. Despite the fact that there was only 1 Terran player in the round of 8. Only a single Terran player in the round of 8.
He channeled Azure. He channeled Cuckoo. He channeled every other fallen Terran player in today's bracket into those 2 Widow Mines.
He did.
And he makes it to the grand finals.
He pulls it off, mate. GG, well played. He makes it to the grand finals, and we're about to find out who is going to meet him there as we get ready for our next semis.
Yes, it is going to be a PvZ, Gogo Joy versus Christianer. We could see a very similar finals that we saw last week. Real quick, I would like to apologize to all of chat for kind of destroying the audio settings over there, but I'm gonna have to level with you, chat. you can see where I was coming from. You know, what other reaction was there to have to seeing all those probes get blown up by 2 Widowmine shots?
Look, mate, unlike his audio levels, we got a level with you, okay?
Yeah.
Like it was necessary.
You're gonna have to
happening.
cut me some slack over there, chat. I apologize for destroying the ears, but Your Honor, I mean, come on.
I would ask you to lower your gain a little bit, like 1 or 2%, something like that would be nice.
Yeah,
just a little
take it
bit.
down from 80 to 78.
Yeah, 75.
75, yeah.
Nice.
Or from 75. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what my mic boost right now is. 72, so I'll bump it down to 68.
Okay. Thank you.